Hi folks, here we are at the 2025 Spring Carlisle events here. This is in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. We got the car corral, the swap meet, and the auction. We're going to do a three-part series at the swap meet. So this is going to be part one. We'll start walking around, show you what there is, so enjoy the video. All right, we'll start up here by gate one is right there. Show you some of the stuff around here. We'll show you a few prices and stuff as we can. Look at the Chevy sedan delivery here.
You want to go up and then when we start walking, you walk back towards the exit.
30 grand on this one. Here's all your information about it.
Yeah.
Don't see a phone number on it, I guess. Well, we got a Cadillac back here. I'll show you that too. 1963 Cadillac, 45,000 on this one. It's a convertible. Looks like a nice original car. Got aluminum radiator in it. Show you the phone number there if you're interested. Looks like a black leather interior, white top. Good looking caddy. And we got a Camaro up here. You get all kinds of different parts and pieces like this as well, as valve covers and hubcaps and more little knick-knack pieces and parts. Show you this one here. 42.5, 67 convertible. So I can assume that these are the same numbers as that Cadillac. I'm not sure, but if you're interested in them, give that Cadillac guy a call. Now we got a mishmash of stuff in here. Check some of it out. Look at the Studebaker hood way back in the back. Looks like maybe a Cadillac rear bumper there. This guy's got Annapolis parts here. You can see his phone number and website there. If you're interested in anything, you can get a hold of them. Got a Jeep hood there for $250. Jeep grill up under there. Look at the Woody wagon rear gate there. Looks like for a $49.50 Woody wagon probably. Cadillac fender there, looks like. This guy's got all kinds of radiators and stuff here. Look at, he's really cold. He's shivering there, holding the radiators. But anyway, there's a business name, Cold Case, aluminum radiators back there. If you're looking for some for your hot rod or whatever, all kinds of them here. There's pipes. They do all kinds of exhaust stuff. So there's all this big manufacturers and stuff that bring their stuff here to show it, like a trade show kind of too, as well as a general flea market with all kinds of old stuff. All kinds of license plates. Here's a Chevy grills. You got 150 on the chrome one. Some hardtop windows there. 62.3 Nova, $100 a piece. Just kind of painting over the stuff. Look at this swamp cooler here. These go in the window of your car and you put ice or water and basically this part goes on the outside of the car and the wind blows in there, and this goes inside your window, which is left a little down, blows the cold air into your window. It's an early form of air conditioning. Oh, we got some aluminum drive shafts there, $45, Dodge and Chevy. $300 on the seats. This guy's got all kinds of different seats and trim, hubcaps, you name it. 60s and 70s stuff, some newer. $550 for that crossfire injection. Hey, this guy's got all kinds of 67 to 72 stuff, and this is a Blazer here. They make all the body panels, so you can actually build a brand new body. This one's $26,000 there. Of course, with a body, you're still a long ways from having a truck. You need all your frame and mechanics and stuff, but there's a little short box they built up. Coys Equipped, that's called. $28,000 on this one here. Yeah, this guy's got all kinds of models and also promotional models. These are dealer promotional models they do back in the 50s and 60s. You can see them all. There's all kinds of different makes. GM, Ford, Edsel. All kinds of models. There's some Japanese tin Volkswagens. So if you're into models and stuff, this is the place to come. All kinds of them there. Chevy or GMC door here. 71, 125. Here's a GMC front end here for 600. You can see the phone number there if you're interested in it. Pretty solid fenders, looks like. A little El Camino here. Good looking El Camino. Let's see what the price is, if there is one. Nice golf cart the guys get. Let's see. I guess it's on this side. 12 grand is the price. Clear coat's bubbling some. There's your phone number. 83 El Camino right there. A lot of GM stuff. Looks like a 68 GTO dash pad there for 175. That bluish one. Probably a square body on that other one. Chevy. Look at the old road flares there for a truck. If you break down, you put those beside the road so they don't run you over. Here's a coffee mill for 200. These are cool too, the inspection stickers there. Pennsylvania, different years in the 60s inspection stickers.
I had my
He's got all kinds of mechanical stuff here.
yeah, what the heck?
Transmission, 67 Chevelle and an AMC. The AMC is 500, Chevelle's 475 there. Chevy 2 AC pump, it looks like, for 150. Look at all the fender trim moldings, all GM, new all stock. Stuff back in the 60s. These guys get all kinds of promo models too here. Well, looks like 45, 50, 65, depending on the one. Look at the little Ranchero there for 40 bucks. It's the highest price one he's got is that white one there for 100. Chrysler. Look at the one with the El Camino with a camper on it. That's 100 bucks as well. Don't know, I've seen that one before. 1450 on the sign. 95 on that butter churn. This guy's got some visor here. Looks like some Chevy running boards right there. Calls them new old replacement stock, so they're aftermarket. Got a lot of 40, 41 to 6 stuff. Here's a nice grill. And we got the windshield frame there. Look at this bike, that's kind of weird there. It's got a sidecar basically, 375 on that. It's got a Cushman over there just going to jump across the aisle. Couple intakes here, 150 a piece. Look at nice magnesium wheels there, 2200 for the pair. All kinds of carbs and stuff in that booth. We'll jump across here, show you this Cushman here. I think it's a Cushman anyway. 850, your best offer. Here's your phone number. Looks like a Cushman, I guess. I don't know. Maybe could be a different brand. Somebody can let us know in the video. Got a little rust around the edges. Now this guy over here has a bunch of carbs. And then there's another guy next to him with all kinds of manifolds. Look at all these. All rebuilt. 285, 300 a piece, somewhere in there. 360, 375, depends what they are, but they all have identification on them. Look at the bomb there. 250 on that. 20 bucks a piece on the reproduction plaques. He's got all kinds of valve covers. 200, 225, depends on the one. Small block Ford here, 225 out in the front. These are a little more. They're 1850 on that pair. There's another swamp cooler back here. This guy's got $4.99 on it. Needs to be restored right there. It's been painted white. Anyway, there's all kinds of different intakes here. Cross rams, all kinds of them. You can see them all here. These are Mopar, 700 on a pair. And there's all kinds of intakes as well. We got a little music up there so we can jump ahead. Now this guy's got a 57 T-Bird here for $35,000. And a 76 Trans Am project, 77 there. All the phone numbers on the bottom. There's all your prices. 10 grand on that one.
Black 77. There you go.
Jump ahead here a ways. Got some steel implement wheels there. This guy's got all kinds of Tri-5 Chevy stuff, looks like. Trim, lights, seats, trunk lids. There's a dash panel, garnish moldings, steering wheels, got it all. 55 Chevy fenders here, 56 Chevy fenders. All Tri-5 stuff.
Yes.
200 on the red fenders. 200 on this Chevy fender here. Well, here's a 68 Dodge Dart dash here, 75 bucks. Got all kinds of miscellaneous stuff in this booth. There's a blow mold Santa Claus back there.
Were they that way?
New console for 35 bucks out of something. This guy's got all kinds of muscle car, hot rod stuff. Look at all the bucket seats here. Several sets of those. Look at the Hemi valve covers back there. Got some 32, 34 truck grills back against the trailer. There's a cool intake set up there with 6 carbs on it. All kinds of stuff here. Not much prices on them, but it's $650 on that Muncie transmission. Gauges, columns. There's some rear chunks for 9-inch Ford and stuff here. Nice visor there. Look at the skirts there. Those are cool too with the trim on them. Now we got all kinds of outboard motors here. Got this one opened up. It's an Evinrude. Got a few more on the trailer here. All kinds of different outboards. Look at this one here. This one's a Johnson. 65 bucks on that one. There's a Buick radio there. Sonomatic, 50 bucks. Pontiac Magnesium Doug Nash tunnel ram there, 2200. Got some cool stuff, mostly GM stuff here. 450 on the 67 Le Mans dash there, 900 on the GTO grills right there. 3 1/4 on these, 69 GTO. Look at the hubcaps, new all stock, $750. All kinds of good Pontiac and GM stuff there. Another pair of new all stock grills here. These are 900. 1960 Pontiac right there. All nice chrome on them, ready to go. And we got a 61 Comet grill there, 100 bucks. Sorry for the noise behind me, but there's a generator running. But I wanted to check out this guy's booth. $250 on the manifolds. Look at the Bermuda bell. These are going through the floorboard of an early car, and you step on that with your foot, and the ding-dongs. Skirts here for $150 for a pair. All kinds of different manuals and stuff. Here's some headlights over on the rack. I'll check those out here. Show you the rest of this booth, but I'll jump back to check those out. Carmen Ghia bumper here, 1965 it says. 64 Polara grill there in the corner. 64 Riviera hubcaps. Got some cool stuff.
My kids
check it out here. Oh yeah,
If they ever watch that.
down in Florida. We were just down in Florida. We did some videos at Daytona and stuff.
Daytona? Yeah.
Yeah, 75 on the intake, 100 on the manifolds there. What is this here?
That's a for Pontiac, Chevy, and it's a steering column.
Oh, okay.
You put your shifters through there and all. And
Oh yeah, you can lock it up. That's kind of interesting.
You can't cut this thing either.
Yeah.
You know? And
70 bucks
it's
on
pretty
it.
tough stuff.
Yeah.
And it works. It's like, you know, the guys have the regular handles,
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
but that's good.
Well, these are really hot. Here's a red line for 350 and a dyno for 250.
There's the Interceptor.
Interceptor. Oh, look at that one. GT Interceptor right there. 295 on that one. Good stuff. Thank you. You guys get all kinds of bumpers. Yeah, the BMX bikes have really caught on. I mean, it's nothing recent, but they've been for quite a while now. They're really after them. These guys get all kinds of shifters and console parts. Here's steering columns, Chevy. Lots of it here. Yeah, get all kinds of stuff in here. Console for Mustang, 150 bucks. A lot of Mustang stuff. There's some GM wheels here. 1,000 bucks for the red line. 1,000 for these on GM. 15 by 7 and 15 by 8 it says. Corvette 427 manifold for 4.5. See lots of Corvette stuff at Carlisle. They even have a specific Corvette meet here. Get 4 of those center caps there for 100 bucks. Just jumping ahead here a little bit. Look at all these bikes. There's another BMX bike here, a Mongoose. That's an older one, I think. 1,500 on that one. And we got some banana seat bikes. Look at the Fair Lady with the flower print on the seat. That's a Schwinn for 350. 1,400 on this one. This one's a lemon peeler. Needs a seat. And over here we got all kinds of body panels and stuff. Looks like a lot of square body Chevy fenders against the trailer there. There's a tricarb manifold there for 1,300. These are all new old stock. 73 and up. 750 for a fender. Square body stuff. Here's a hood for 300 bucks. LT1. Got a bunch of new old stock square body grills and stuff here too. Mostly with the original boxes. Look at all the columns there. And all the consoles. Boy, he's got a lot of consoles. These are Pontiac bucket seats here. Look at all these consoles though. Chevy SS. Chevelle. GTO one over there for $5.95. So all kinds of different ones. Get out on the front edge here. He's even got wheels here. There's some rally wheels. These are $1,200 for the set. GTO. Look at these here. These are all new old stock floor mats there, right from Chevy in the original boxes from the 60s. Cool stuff. Yeah, we get all kinds of oil cans, gas pump parts. Look at all the different wheels off the gas pumps. Here's all the handles for the sides and stuff. 30 bucks each on that tray, it says. 4 bucks each on the cans. 165, 150, depending on the faces there, gas pump faces. How you doing?
I'm good.
All kinds of die cast here, 3 bucks a piece. 6 bucks a piece on these. Just kind of pan around, show you what there is. There's a nice early horn there with a plunger style. These are cool here. Plymouth Roadrunner banners. There's the Pontiac hood ornament. Yeah, I got a lot of Ford stuff here, it looks like. Ford and Mercury, all kinds of emblems. 60s stuff mostly. There's a Comet headlight bezel there, 50 bucks. Look at this intake here. 1700 on that. 400 on that one. All kind of, you see lots of performance stuff here at Carlisle. Lots of muscle car stuff, lots of performance stuff. And we got a slew of stuff here. Look at the Corvette door there. Looks like $750 on that. There's a column. Look at the 55 to 9 Chevy truck grill guard. It's got some pitting on it, but it's all there. Be a cool accessory to put on your truck. $350 on that. Some nice intakes here. Look at the Chevy 6-cylinder one. Tri-carbs on a 6-cylinder. $750 for that. It's an Offenhauser. $850 on that dual carb setup. Some nice hubcaps here, Chevy and Cadillac. This one's got all kinds of antique toys here. A little Buddy L for $100 a quarter. This is an unusual one. This is the Erdl, I believe it's a white truck, $265. You don't see that series very often. Usually you see this series, that's the International. The farm toy collector guys are really into those. 75 bucks on the Buddy L fire truck. There's a Tonka lowboy there for 100 bucks, cheap enough. All kinds of different models. A couple guys riding banana seat bikes. Well, this is gate 7 here. This is another way you can come in. And you can see the car corral way up the hill there, but we're just going to continue on the swap meet. Look at the Hemi here in the back of the guy's pickup. Looks like they got it ready so you can start it up. Nice little Hemi there. Don't see the price on that one.
Oh, I know.
Nice little Ford wrecker back there. Some 70 GTO front fenders. $60 on the shock absorber block. $375 on the Goodyear. Look at the Mach 1 trim there for $350 for the set. And you see a lot of this replacement sheet metal like that. That's Camaro, Chevelle, Chevy truck stuff. We'll keep walking here. Got a Coke cooler there.
Sure.
This is kind of weird here. Defibrillator.
Oh, it's clean. It's just.
Must be out of a hospital or something.
Yep. Stick with the rest of my stuff.
And we'll jump up here a ways. These guys get all kinds of car covers. Look at the Mustang here, fastback. See what the price is on this one. This one is $22,000, our best offer. There's your phone number, and it's a 69 S code right there. We got a little music in the background, so we're gonna jump ahead a ways. This guy's got all kinds of signage and stuff. 15, 20 bucks a piece on the road signs. Looks like $3 1/4 for that Coke cooler on the left. 95 bucks on the interstate sign. And I got all kinds of it under the tent here as well. 185, 170 depending on the lights, traffic lights. Look at all the gumball machines here. 150 on the Ford one. Here's an air meter for $14.50, wall mount. Payphones. This 80 bucks on this golf ball machine. This is cool here, the Seabird wall speaker, teardrop. $420 on that. All kinds of stuff. You get some cool stuff here. Look at the different parking meters. These are the speakers for a drive-in movie theater. 50, 60 bucks a piece. 70 to 75 on those machines. 135 on the Harley one. There's the older, that one's cool there. 1930s for 240. You get all kinds of badges, patches and stuff. There's a nice four-way traffic light there for $12.50. And he's got all kinds of pieces and parts to repair them with too. Some reproduction signs here. This guy's got all kinds of bicycle stuff here. There's a Stingray there. We've got all kinds of reflectors. He's got 30 bucks on a speedometer there. A couple banana seats. Well, we got a few for sale here. Here's an Oldsmobile. This is really cool. Barn find, all still dusty. Two-door hardtop. Looks like an older repaint probably. Says it's original interior.
The dashboards, and they say
Good looking Oldsmobile right there. It's a 58.
son of that guy.
Oh, I can see the phone number and stuff over there. I'll check it out for you in case you're interested. Show you inside there. Right there, 25,000. And it's really nice inside. Good looking car. It's a nice car for the money. Look how big those front bumper ends are. It's wild. A lot of chrome right there.
I mean, I wonder how it would clean.
This is cool here. It's a square body Chevy with a big box on it. Car hauler deal. I don't think that one's for sale. It's just parked there. Here's a 37 Ford. 32 grand street rod. There's your information. Slant back two-door. Good looking car. Pennsylvania plates on it. So if you're interested in it, give them a ring. I got a console there for $5 1/4. Look at the transmissions, 650, 750 on them. Depends which one they are. Look at all the rear axles here. All lined up, ready to go. 71 Chevelle, 70 Camaro, some other Camaro and Chevelle back there. 24, 2500, one's 1800, depends on the rear axle. Some are posies and stuff. Also some Nova bucket seats up there for 900. This guy's got all kinds of wheel center caps and stuff. More modern stuff. This guy got a lot of cool signs. 120 on the Detour sign. $1,000 on the Cole sign there. I like the reflector there. See the green reflector, diamond shaped for $5 1/2.
Checking every dollar being in the place.
$3.95 on the Firestone lollipop base. The cast iron base goes on a lollipop sign. Arrow sign's pretty cool. I got a lot of pump plates here. Texaco, Pure Oil, Mobile, Golf, you name it, he's got them. Polo Club, that's kind of a cool soda sign. All kinds of license toppers here. 100 1/4 on the Frederick. 75 on the Beaver Falls. There's a nice cast aluminum one here in New Jersey, $200. Little Eskimo one there for $350. Miami, Florida there. Getting a reflection out there. It's $375. Watkins Glen, $250. So you get some cool stuff. These are cool here. They go on the bike hub right there. New old stock. $50 on a pair of those. Got some cool stuff. $165 on a Chevy truck grill. $20 on the sign right here. Mountain Dew's kind of an interesting sign. I always like the Mountain Dew signs. Got a good look to them. Boy, that Goodyear's seen better days. $2.95 on that one. Ain't much left of it though. He's got $100 on the 2695 sign back there. Interstate sign. $20 a piece on the die-cast models. Kind of a neat clock set there. 200 on the mantle set. 400 on the anvil. All kinds of different tools here. Used tools. $1 a piece on that table right there. This guy's got a lot more advertising signs and stuff. 165 on the Champion plug. 650 on the Vidal sign. Flange. This is a cool Warnors ginger ale, little chalkboard, $2.95. Look at the Pittsburgh Press newspaper thing you could add to your mailbox. He's got $5.95 on the little pedal car.
All right, well, have a good one.
That's the name of that. I can never remember that place. That's
$75 on the DeSoto hood ornament. I think this one might be a Nash one for $60. Got some cool stuff. Chewing gum pulver porcelain display there is $2.25. Nice wood chisels here for a lathe. Craftsman set, $125. Get the whole set in the box. Lathe tools, I should call them, not chisels, I guess. Carburetors, $125 on the steering wheel. Looks like a locking Model T steering wheel. Look at John Madden on the muffler advertisement. This is kind of cool. It's an old dental tool. It's got a little, it's a pedal powered. Then it's got a little brush on the end there. It's a real early dental tool there. Pretty cool. $200 on it. Look at this little roadster here. Looks like an American Austin, maybe. Free tetanus shot, it says with it. $17.50 on that little body. And we got a license plates galore here. $100 a piece in those boxes. Some older ones here. Pennsylvania. Rusty Pennsylvania is $10 a piece. They've got hundreds of them, if not thousands of them. They're all boxes of them all through the tent. Quite a slew of them here. And we got some road signs here. Those are Kansas with the sunflower on them. Jeep stuff. $200 on those steps. Windshield frame there's $500. $300 on the fenders. $150 for the grill. $150 for the bumper. Another tailgate here for $150. All kinds of Jeep stuff. And we got an advanced design Chevy here. $2,000 on this one. I don't see a price on the Chevy here. They've done some heavy modifications on there. Made a homemade bed, homemade running boards. Reduce the front wheel opening. Kind of funky.
That's not right.
Don't see a price on it though.
That's what I made that one out to paint.
65 Le Mans trunk lid. Look at that Newell stock Chevelle Malibu rear quarter. There's a Chevelle trunk lid there, 64. A lot of Chevy stuff here. 54 Bel Air parts on that table, seats and all. And this guy's got a lot of Ford parts, looks like. Some 53 to 5 doors. Got the inner fenders for it as well. Looks like a 40 Ford truck cab in the back of his pickup. This is a $10 tarp there. This guy usually brings a lot of old Ford stuff, hot rod stuff. Some 38 to 40 Ford rear fenders, $1,600 for a pickup. Those are hard to come by. 39 Deluxe rear, right rear. $1,100 on that. There's a Ford pickup hood. These are also difficult to come by because a lot of guys take a big truck, use the cab and make a pickup. You need that hood there. $500 on that. Got some filler in it. But he's got lots of 37 to 40 era stuff. This Some of those grill parts you're always looking for. 600 on the Bob Drake grill side there. 44 dashes, 350 on that one. So if you're looking for early Ford stuff, he's got quite a bit of it. Gonna jump around the front here a little bit. 150 for the pair of tires. Bunch of Stromberg carburetors. There's an 81. Those are harder to come by. Yeah, this guy's got all kinds of miscellaneous. Look at the early gas headlights there. Radiators here. Look at the old Pontiac grill. Here's a Mack truck grill from the 30s there. I think he's got 350 on the Mack truck grill. All kinds of miscellaneous in the booth. This is kind of cool too. The kids ride on. That's a Dopke Yardbird. You guys into the Dopke toys? 350 on that one. All kinds of brochures and manuals there. Second gen Mustang. Kind of a cool booth here. You got all kinds of gas pumps and different things in there. This guy's got all kinds of intakes here as well. There's a lot of intakes around this place. I think you got more intakes than you got engines to put them on around. Those are kind of nice hood sides there back in the 30s. 71 Camaro front fenders. A bunch more intakes here. Mopar 440 there for 220. 318 for 200 bucks. Small block Chevy for 150. 800 on this dual carb Edelbrock setup. Got some rally wheels here, Chevy stuff. Jump ahead here, we got some old toys up here. Got some cool stuff here. Little green Buddy L dump truck for $4.50. There's a 40s Buddy L dump truck for $175. $2.25 on the Tonka Allied. This is the one that you don't see too often. That's their Marks. It looks like a Studebaker cab over from the 1930s with the shovel on it. You don't see that model very often. That one's $350. Looks like all original paint. Not too bad a deal. Look at all the license stoppers there. The Tidal one there for $2.25. 35 bucks on the UMWA. Howe Caverns down there, 80 bucks. All kinds of clocks here. 650 on the Valvoline, 500 on the Fram. There's some more signs and stuff back here. 500 on the Prestone thermometer. All kinds of different signs here. Well, looks like we got a 62 Impala AC parts back there. There's a lot of different Chevy parts and pieces here. Stuff in the 60s mostly. There's an Oldsmobile trim piece for the trunk. Over here we got a whole slew of Hot Wheels and models in there. Whole tent full of them. We're gonna jump across here, see a few cars for sale over here. See what we got. A couple Fords, 3 Fords I guess. This one's a 47 Coupe. There's your phone number right there. Let's see if you can see it. Good looking coupe right there. Black with a red interior. Pinstriping on it. Good looking coupe. I like the wheels too. They're kind of like the old artillery style wheels, like almost like the wide 5 pattern they use. 25.5 on that one. There's all your information. And we got another Ford here. This one's got cruiser skirts, got a Continental kit. Notice the swing away Continental kit. That's pretty cool. Swings right into that hole. When you want to get in the trunk, you just swing it aside. This one's a Victoria 2-door hardtop. Nice looking car.
Right.
Look at all the pinstriping on the dash. A white interior, white top. Crestline. It's got a Chevy engine in it. Show you the information here, 26.5. There it is. And we got one more. Ford two-door sedan. This one's had some custom work done to it. It's a 48 Ford, 24 grand. There's all your information. Call Ray if you're interested in him. That's him right there with the yellow shirt. He's got all those for sale, so if you're interested, give him a ring. It's amazing the scale of this place. It's gigantic. You know, it's 81 acres, like 8,000 spaces, lots of stuff, millions of pieces and parts, thousands of vendors. So if you need a vintage car part, this is a great place to come, especially you know, muscle car stuff, 50s and newer stuff. Look at that banana seat bike back there. It's all pimped out there. Some seats, steering wheels, interior parts over here, trim. So anyway, if you're looking for pre-war stuff, you're better to go to Hershey for the old stuff, 30s, 20s and 30s stuff. But if you're looking for 50s or newer, that's kind of what this place was founded on, and they got lots of it. $250 on the intake for 70 Cleveland. Bunch of different railroad lights. $150 on that one. Different prices on them, mainly from $100 to $200. Chevy wheel wells, 60 to 66 C10, $150 a pair. Kind of looking for this guy to check the price on these. These are 33 4 Chevy 3-window coupe garnishes, but I don't see the guy around here to find out the price. 100 and a quarter on the square body tailgate. Looks like four and a quarter down to 400 on the visors. So there's all kinds of different stuff in here. Look at the $25 caution signs. Guys got some, it looks like 36 bug screen guards for the Ford. All kinds of different Ford pieces and parts in here. $200 on a wind charger sign. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's a lot of Ford stuff, but we did find an Oldsmobile part from the guy. Pennsylvania inspection sign. Well, that's a monster of an air cleaner there. Now we're on the corner here up front. We got the Iron Trap Garage. You guys probably seen them on YouTube as well. They got all kinds of 30s and 40 stuff similar to what we get. You know where to catch them if you need to. $1,500 on the pair of rear fenders there, 35 to 7. They got all kinds of different hot rod stuff and old Ford parts and pieces mostly. Looks like we got some Chevy doors here, 66 back style. Notice how these have the angled top door frame with a vent window. And then these are the older style here with the notched out door. They call this the knee knocker or whatever style door. So this one here is a 60 or 61 with the tall hood. Don't see any prices on them. There's a purple Mopar there. Nice work tables there, sold already. 4 for $30 in that row. $2 an item in that row. Mostly cheaper stuff. Now this guy has an absolute sea of stuff. It's Marks, Chevelle, and Camaro. But they got lots of stuff. Pontiac stuff there as well. Looks like all GM stuff. You'd have to spend an hour in that tent because there's a giant collection of stuff in there. It's all categorized. There's Chevelles, there's Novas over to the left. All kinds of stuff in there. And this stuff's all theirs as well. Mostly all GM stuff. Buying Camaro parts and collection. 85 bucks on that bumper. Fiberglass. I guess for a dragster. It looks like a bumper, but it's not really. Look at all the headers here. 50 bucks on a big block Chevy. Give you an idea. They're probably similar prices. Got a little Rambler driving by here. 4-door sedan. 1960 Rambler.
58. That's a 58. That's a brand new piece for a 58.
Key rings, 8 bucks a piece. Those are the kind of old school looking 80s keychains. Look at the bubble balancer here. Don't see a price on that. Buick sign's kind of cool. Plastic one, probably from the 90s or something maybe. This guy's got new old stock Ford stuff. Got some nice stuff. There's some 56 parking light housings. Lincoln hubcaps there. Look at the nice emblems and stuff too. Mercury. These are kind of cool. Wire wheel hubcaps. Even got a new old stock valve cover back here. Something you don't see too often. Mercury. Back in the 50s, got the original paint on it. And this place is called thevetshop.com if you want to get a hold of them. Look at this one here. It's got modern powertrain in there. 1960. Call Sean right there. I don't see the price on it, but kind of partially done. It's not totally done. Needs an interior. Good looking car though. And we got some chassis here. 53 to 62, 24/7, 29/7 for this one. 35/7 with this one. Does not include engine, transmission, tires, and exhaust. And we got one more Stingray convertible here, Roadster. All original, says. Original paint. 28,000. Call Sean. It's 1971. It's had some touch-ups in the paint, but mostly original. Good looking car. And over here we got a giant pickup cap. You see that cap? We've seen that around here for years on the Chevy truck. This guy comes down out of Maine. We get a lot of signs and stuff. $4.95 on the thanks for coming. Look at that 14 Connecticut. That's a wooden sign. That's kind of cool. Maine Tourist. It's kind of a neat sign too. The old yellow stop sign there for $2.95. And he's got all kinds of stuff in the tent. Look at the New Hampshire inspection sign there. All kinds of thermometers here. $3.95 on the Royal Crown. Oh, $3.15 on the Nesbitt. So they got all kinds of cool signs here. $12.50 on the Wrigley's. That's a porcelain sign. Look at the Hudson Terraplane there. That's a nice one for $24.50. It's porcelain as well, double-sided. I remember this one over here, the giant frat seal test. My dad had some of those back in the day. $6.95 on the Quaker State. This is a nice one here, big porcelain sign there, $4,500 on that. Sherman Williams paint. $17.50 on the Shell sign there. $1.95 on the credit card sign. Some cool stuff. Now this guy has a sea of square body stuff here. This is $2,000 for the cab, $500 for the other cabs back there that are stripped out. $500 or $600, I guess, depending on which one. Look at the grill guard, that's kind of cool there. We see a lot of those out west. They got core supports, they got bumpers, suspension parts, wheels. He's making an offer on anything not really square body related. He's trying to specialize in the square body. There's a cut off front clip, there's all the plastic grills there. So these guys specialize in the square body stuff. Oh, let's see, 50 to 100 bucks depending on the vent window. There's some consoles, 100 and a quarter on that end one, 250 on the red one, 175 on the tan one. Different mechanical parts here. Look at all the emblems. So if you need square body stuff, they got it. All the different emblems. Here's the steering wheels. And you can see the racks and racks of stuff out in the back there. All square body. Some little Chryslers here. This one's a 91 LeBaron convertible there. 6800. There's your information on it. These are nice clean cars here. And here's an 84 LeBaron convertible here. 8800 on that one. 51,000 miles. There's all your information. Good clean little cars. And a Mercury back here. This one's a 1968 Mercury for 18.5. There's your phone number and stuff. Original miles 302. And it's a good looking old convertible right there. There it is. That one's all white with a blue interior and dark blue top, looks like. Cool little convertibles if you want to cruise this summer.
Same old shit, just a different pile of it.
You guys get all kinds of new old stock GM stuff there. Skip up here a ways. Volkswagen Carmen Dia quarter there. 900. There's some Bronco doors. 150 a piece. I don't know how they're saying that. 150 each and 400 for the set. Unless that's 4 pieces in the set, I don't know. Doesn't add up right. Anyway, some Falcon stuff. Look at all the new old stock fenders here. Ford and Mercury stuff mostly here, looks like. Except for these black ones are Pontiac. 48 Pontiac, 300 on those, Streamliner. 300 on the 67 Mercury fender. 67 T-Bird there, 300. 68 Galaxy, 200. There's some Fairlane ones over there, 62 Fairlane for 300. Oh, here's some Mopar stuff there. A couple 40s Mopar ones. Well, no, one's a Mopar, I guess the back one. This one's a Ford or Mercury here. 450 on that one. There's a 61 to 6 Chevy tailgate there, new old stock. You don't see those very often. 1,200 bucks. And we got all kinds of different new old stock fenders and doors along in here, quarter panels. 59 Ford left fender. A lot of different stuff there. You got to pick it out if you need it. There's a 53 Chevy quarter panel. There's a GMC square body, long box, 3/4 ton, 10.5. Clean truck, no rust. There's the phone numbers. Good looking pickup. Look at the Chevy pickup hubcaps in the center there. Those are nice. There's 3 of them. You'd have to find one more, 75 bucks, so that's a pretty good deal for the chrome ones. Being original. 2 1/4 on the pedal car. Look here, 86 Cavalier hatchback, $3,000. 66,000 miles, all original. Now these 3 here that we're going to show you all have the same phone number. There it is. There's a 65 Comet Caliente for 6,500. Need some quarters on it. And this Mercury Cyclone Comet here for 12.5. That was a 289 auto. Good solid car right there. Matching numbers. There's a little 32 Austin American. That one's sold. A little 2-door car. Pretty cool looking little car. There's an 84 Camaro here for 10.5. Don't see the phone number on it. And we'll jump across here. Got some old toys here. Look at the Buddy L Texaco there for $175, the tanker. And we got quite a few reproduction signs and stuff in there. And some Ford hood sides there. One's a 37, one looks like a 38 or maybe 39 standard, 125 a piece. There's a turtle deck for $400 in good solid condition. 36 Ford hood over there. Let's see what the price is. It looked like $325, but I couldn't quite read it from over there. These fenders here, $125 a piece. Chevy, $425 on the Ford hood. Nice clean 36 hood for a car. Some Rocky Mountain brakes right there. This guy's got some fender skirts here. Looks like he's got some other pieces and parts on those signboards there. Got a nice couple 35 Ford grills right there. Good condition. Got a squeaky wagon coming across here. Sorry for the noise, but not much I can do about it. Got some 35 and 6 dash panels. There's the rear window for a coupe there. No. There's some 35/6 wishbones. Got all kinds of cool stuff here. 32 Ford hood sides. There's some of the frame horn covers. Got some later 50s stuff in here. 55, 56. Nice stuff he's got here. Well, anyway, we did catch a couple prices. The grill on the right there, which is a really nice painted standard grill, is $17.50, but it's about as good a one as you'd find. And the black dash there is $500, and these are pretty rare here. This one on the left is for a cabriolet. That's the waterfall for the dash, but notice how it has no crank hole handle in it. So that's for a cabriolet. That's $600, but it's pretty rare stuff to find. It's got all kinds of 67 to 72 Chevy stuff. Look at the whole floor section there, $425. Jimmy Blazer. Got some grills here. $180 for the blue one, $150 for the gray one. There's got a lot of used original parts and some replacement stuff. These are a nice set of hubcaps here. GMC, $160. $150 for the Chevys. Set of 4. He's got some advanced design, 47 up to 66. Brand new grill, they're $80. Jeep hood, $225 on the Jeep hood. Look at the painted grill there for Chevy, $150. So like I say, there's some used parts and some replacement stuff. Got some Jeep center consoles there, $125, $175, depending on which one you get. I got a 54 Hudson here. Super Wasp. There's your information, 4800. Needs to be restored. Looks like it probably runs. Got some rust around the edges, but good project if you're looking for a Hudson. 55 Chevy hood back there. Look at the Cameo bedsides there, Chevy Cameo pickup. Now we got a bunch of signage here, some old, some new. Got some Buddy L trucks back here. These are little GMC versions, $385 on the orange one. $425 on the rack truck. You don't see those too often. That's got the power tailgate on it. Look at the nice dope key here, right? Mint in the box. $485 on that. Nice mint box with it. Got some more banana seat bikes here. This one's a Schwinn, $995. Stingray. The other one's a reproduction one for $525. And as you can see, as you walk along, there's just lots and lots of miscellaneous stuff everywhere. Budweiser cooler. This guy's got some painted up cans. That's kind of a nice coffee can there, $85. 185 on the Tonka. $6.95 on the coffee grinder. Nice old coffee grinder. There's another little Hudson here for sale. Good looking car, all painted up here, ready to go. 19.5. There's the phone number and stuff. 1950 Commodore Super 8. So this one's an 8-cylinder, 4-door. Good looking car. Those have great looks to them. Nice low slung design. Look at all the fender skirts here. This guy has a slew of fender skirts all over here. There's some cruiser skirts. I don't see any prices on them. This is kind of an interesting deal here. You stick your head out the top of that box. I don't know, something for doing skincare or what it is. I'm not sure. $9.50 anyway.
Hey, Kitty, bye.
Got $2.50 on the signs here. No, that guy wasn't talking to me. Jump across the aisle here. This guy's got a cool electric. I don't know if that's a Genron, I guess. Looks like a Packard.
37,000 last year.
There it is, electric Genron. It's kind of like a pedal car, but it's got an electric motor in it. Got a battery under the hood. Got a few more pedal cars here. Now we get Chevy 2 parts, Nova parts. Some other stuff mixed in here as well. It looks like some Ford hot rod hoods. Some bedside rails down there in the ground. Look at this little Super Sport here, Chevy 2, but it's like made into a pickup. There's all your information. 17.5, 67 Nova. Probably a station wagon that they've taken the back off, I'm guessing. It's kind of an old school motorhome there. Mobilux, it's called. It's kind of wild. Chevy fender there. 56 Chevy looks like. There's an Edelbrock tri-carb setup, maybe for a Y-block Ford. I'm not positive. Looks like it is. Some Mustang stuff. Convertible top here, 65, 66, 5 1/4. It's the whole top mechanism. Got some of the mechanical or the inside piston parts as well. 68 Chevelle grill there, like new, 100 1/4. 59 Ford, 150. Mustang vent windows there, 100 1/4 for a pair. 1200 for a 427 Corvette hood. There's some more glass Corvette parts there. This is some Corvette stuff. There's the gauge cluster. Got some of the flip-up headlights. There's their nose. Some mechanical parts, front suspension, some rear axle chunks there. We got a bunch of miscellaneous here. Model A axle up there for $100. A couple older cars here, we'll check them out. This one's a Model A for $14,000. 28.9 two-door. Actually, they're both Model A 28.9s. This one's $9,000, kind of a patina car. This one's more of a older restoration, looks like. $200 for the firewall. We'll keep jumping ahead here, getting a little music in the background. There's a B engine block there for $250, looks like.
I'm 99% sure that blue carpet, either that guy or the next guy was looking. I could want to show a shred. I don't know.
Model A trim. There's an old grease pump part there for $100. Chevy grill bar. That's a good deal for $25.
Either him or his friend the next friend.
Got some Model A dash rails here, $25 a piece. Little mobile sign back there with the Pegasus. Look at that Ford tailgate back there. It's got a...
It's all good.
Jump back here, check it out. Notice the South Dakota plate. And that county is only about, maybe 35, 40 miles from us out in South Dakota. It's kind of funny to come all this way and see that gate. I don't know, maybe he bought it from us years ago out here. I don't know. I could have brought it out this way. I don't remember. But anyway, I think he wants $250 for that gate. Just bought this Chevy grill bar here. But we'll keep walking here. There's a Chevelle. Good looking Chevelle. Don't see any price or anything on it. Probably for sale, but you'd have to check on it. Look at this guy, he's got a sea of miscellaneous parts here. A lot of Corvette stuff mostly, I guess. Intakes, brackets, valve covers, you name it, he's got it. All kinds of Corvette stuff. Looks like a Corvette project car back there as well. Starters, drive shafts, suspension parts. Carlisle is a Corvette mecca. Some Ford caps here. Here's a Buick emblem and some Buick wheels with hubcaps on them there. But notice the Buick emblem. It's very easy to tell what year this fits. Look in the center. Dated right on it, 1957. Buick is one of those cars that tells you the year right on the grill. There's some Ford parts here, 30s Ford emblems. License plates, Colorado, Kansas, 20 bucks on the Kansas. This is kind of a cool one, the fiber. Illinois, 15 bucks on that. It's a World War II fiber plate. A couple of them, 15 a piece. Seems cheap enough.
Yeah, he didn't understand.
There's some Chevy hubcaps on the ground there.
I'm telling you, the dealer central was
Some people may not know.
There's all kinds of different mechanical stuff here. Bell housings.
because I knew that was
Couple intakes there.
$75,000 car.
Well, this is Pours down in Arizona, and they ship a lot up here to Pennsylvania to sell at all the Carlisle meets. So they got mostly 50s to 70s or 80s pickup truck parts. You can see they have slews of doors, cabs, beds, fenders, you name it. Look at all the hoods over there. These are 56 Ford, 1500 a pair. 56 doors are kind of hard to come by, so they're more valuable than some of the other years. Got some dent side cabs. These are all Ford cabs on this side. Here's 48 or 51 too, I guess. 1300 on that cab. There's a bump side Ford cab. But being from Arizona, they're really solid. Not much rust on them usually. Tailgates. All kinds of different tailgates there. Looks like anything from 150 to 400 there. Hoods here in the 400 range. All kinds of, these are all Chevy and GMC. These are all 61 too. Those are the, or 60, 61. Those are the high hoods for the Chevys. It's missing the inserts in them. They get I don't see the price on those. They just got numbers on them. There's a 53 to 6 Ford truck hood for 200. Here's some Chevy truck doors. Anyway, they got lots of truck parts here. You can see them all, fenders, cabs, beds, you name it. And they're in Arizona, and Pours is the company name. Well, this guy's got quite a few different body parts. Got some Ford pickup rear fenders there. 53 up style, 150 a piece. There's a Dodge truck hood there leaning against the pole. Ford truck hood there. Kind of an interesting fiberglass body. Look at the Buick grill here, 150 on that. And we got some hoods along in here. 200 on, looks like a Mopar hood maybe. I'm not sure on that one. A couple Jeep hoods here, 150 a piece. Got all kinds of stuff along in here. We're just kind of panning as we go. We can't possibly talk about it all or show it all, but we do the best we can here. We got a little music here, so we're going to jump ahead a ways. Now we got a DeSoto here, 59 DeSoto. This one's a convertible. Kind of pan around it for you. Good looking fin car. Look at the dual antennas on the back. Big heavy rear bumper, lots of chrome. How you doing? Got a white top, red and white interior. Really nice inside. And there's your price, $150 on it. I don't see a phone number or anything like that. I'd show you. Oh, actually, we can probably catch you on these signs right here. I get more stuff on here. 64 Polara, 155. But there's your phone number. 63 Imperial for $6,000. Look at that. There's one of those 72 Rectrans Discover. I think that's maybe a front wheel drive. 3100 on it. Anyway, got a few things. Sold the Plymouth wagon already. A lot of Mopar stuff. Get on this side so I don't cause a shadow for you. $100 on the little dog dish hubcaps, the whole set. 125 on the delete there. That's a new old stock, looks like. Now look at the banded hood scoop here. 200 on that. Trans Am stuff. There's another 150 on the little pair there. Got some hoods back there. 77 to 81 Trans Am shaker hood for 400. The gold one. $50 on the other one. Firebird hood. Let's get some GM stuff here. 67 Impala, new all stock fender for 800. Look at the 68 dealer showroom poster. And now here's another slew of Corvette parts. You got doors, back ends, front ends, steering columns, suspension parts, about anything you can imagine with Corvettes. Looks like they've parted a lot of them out, all kinds of interior parts. You name it, they got it. Right here, C3 Corvette Parts is the name.
All right, thanks.
So you can probably catch them online if you look it up. Well, there's a bunch more signs. Got a nice Coca-Cola porcelain back there. Pat's Tavern. Look at all the gas pumps here. Some of these are already sold. This one, these two here is already sold. That one, Texaco. Here's another one that's already sold. Got some Volkswagen hoods and parts up in there. All kinds of good stuff. Look at the big anvil. I got a little Plymouth for sale here. 7,500. 1940. Show you the information. There's the phone number and stuff. Runs and drives, no issues. It's a 4-door. Little filler around the bottom edges. Be a fun parade car though. I even got some accessory guide backup lights on it. Somebody's filled in the fender to the body seam. I got a couple more projects here. Chevelle, 68 Chevelle here. Needs a quarter on the other side. 10 grand. Got new old stock quarters with it. There's your information. This one's a short box Chevy pickup. There's a Camaro as well on that sign, so they must have that, but not here. 9,500 on the pickup. 95% rust free, it says. Same number as the Chevelle if you're interested. This guy's got all kinds of interstate signs, highway signs. See Vermont back there. There's a North Dakota one. Georgia in the street. All kinds of, a lot of license plates back in there too. It's a nice little Murray Champion pedal car. I just kind of pan over this stuff. He's got all kinds of cool stuff in this space. 300 for the big sign here, Farm and Garden. Look at the Western Flyer bike here, 475. Got some cool accessories. Somebody put some fender skirts on the front. It's got a fender ornament. I don't know that I've seen these in quite a while here. It's like a pair of dual exhaust pipes coming out the back. Pretty cool bike with all the accessories on it. Even got a little radio on there. That's a cool game here. 475, Art Deco looking game. All kinds of cool stuff. Look at the Buddy L dump truck up here, 650. Buddy L cement mixer there as well. Motorcycle seat. There's a restored pedal airplane. Looks like 100 and a quarter a piece on the Polarine cans. 46, 7, 8 rear fenders. Newell stock 36 rear fender.
Oh, yeah.
33 Ford dashes, has some 32 bumpers. He's got quite a bit of different hot rod stuff here.
I understand. I understand.
2 1/4 on the Cadillac steering wheel. There's an Impala wheel there. I don't see a price on it. They got some Chevy hardtop seats. Got some sedan delivery seats. You don't see those very often back in there. There's a windshield frame that they're calling 41-6 Chevy, but it's a Ford windshield frame. I got a El Camino back there. There's some El Camino doors, $550 for the pair. 87 El Camino square body doors there for $550 a pair. Arizona doors, says rust free. This one's $13,900. Malibu wagon. Show you their phone number if you're interested. 1983 it says. Got some cool stuff. Jump over here. We got a 58 Cadillac right here. This one's $45,000 our best offer. It's a 2-door hardtop. There's your phone number and stuff. All your information right there. Good looking pink Cadillac. This one's a 58, the big fins on it. Cool car. Well, this guy's got a Ford here, 53 Ford, and it's got a nailhead Buick in it there. I don't know how you can see it, but not sure about the shade on it. Here's all your information. Price is $23,500. Got kind of an 80s, 90s redo interior. Kind of a cool looking little Ford two-door though. So if you're interested in it, you can reach out to them at that number. Well, we got a 61 bubble top here. This is a car you don't see very often. Looks like a good solid body. This is telling all your information, matching numbers and stuff right there. 12,500 of them built, 20 grand, 348. That's really a good deal for that car. You know, you just don't see too many of the bubble tops. Any of the Chevys that say your hot property now. Yeah, I'll jump up there and show you the motor. There it is. Big block. Looks like a nice solid car. So it'd be a good one to finish off, you know, get it painted up, get an interior in it. Good looking car. Let's get some other stuff here. Corvette inner door panels. Got some intakes here, 100 1/4, 75. Got some cool stuff. Well, this guy's got a slew of spotlights right there, Unity spotlights, GMC grill. All kinds of stuff. Look at the nice Cadillac wheels here. Nice set of 5 wheels with tires. Some cruiser skirts there. Oh, the tail lights. Look at them, new old replacement stock. Got some gas pumps on the corner here. Sinclair. Sold on the oil rack. Well, you don't see those around too often. Put the quart oil cans in there. 500 on that pump, missing the guts. 6 grand on the Wayne 60 there, all painted up. Look at the Wyoming County spline rehab. That sounds kind of painful. Now you got a 59 Corvette here. 54 grand, called Glenn right there. Good looking Corvette. White with a black interior. And we got a 36 Ford 5-window coupe. This one's Royal's Garage. They set up near us at Hershey. Tells all the information about it. 39 grand on that. Good looking Ford coupe right there. Jump ahead here a ways. This guy's got quite a few different signs there, parking and stop signs. Luggage rack here. He's got windshield frames on his sign there. I guess they're American-made replacement ones. It says 450 on a 3-window. Nice set of Firestone tires here. Right, there's a Thunderbird convertible. Looks like kind of a survivor barn find. Needs to be restored. Good looking car though. See if I can catch you a price here. Got the old Pennsylvania inspection there. Here's your price, $12,500. Phone number's on the end of the sign. Good solid project there. Yeah, we'll keep jumping up here. Look at these taxidermy heads here. $550 on that one. That's pretty impressive. This one's paid for by Jeff, so that one's sold. $450 on the deer head. Look at all the skulls here as well. Got some cool stuff. These have the velvet still on the horns there. We got a Mazda Miata here for $14,500. One family owner, 35,000 miles, 5-speed. Some Chevy fenders there. A lot of Tri-5 Chevy stuff here. There's some Chevy pickup grill bars, advanced design. Velvet ice cream sign there for $350. It's kind of cool. Painted tin. This is a neat topper here, a license plate frame. It's got a crack in it though. Kind of a nice piece though. We'll jump over to this side. Got a bunch of cruiser skirts. Look at the Oldsmobile sign, $8,500. It's porcelain. Used to be neon. You could make a box for it if you wanted and make it back to neon. Take a little bit of work, but worth a lot of money. One done. Some sun visors, fender skirts. A few cars for sale here if you want to. Here's your phone number. Chevy stuff. This guy's looking to buy the cruiser skirts as well.
We used to do this meet with the guy that's in bonus.
Impalas wanted. Look at the nice emblems and stuff, Newell stock stuff. Got some cool Chevy stuff. Here's a Plymouth, kind of a barn find car. 2-door sedan. Got some surface rust and a little bit of rust around the edges. I like the grill guard. You don't see those very often. And the driving lights. Got some accessories on there. Here's the information. $3,500. There's your phone number and everything. Looks like this is Pete's place here at Iron City Garage if you're looking for tailgates, and he's got a bunch of Fulton visors, all kinds of stuff. They got some music playing down there, otherwise I'd go into his booth, but got all kinds of cool stuff. He's out in Pittsburgh, PA. Now we got kind of a mishmash of parts in here. Some nice skirts here. Foxcraft, Newell stock, 67 Galaxy for $220. There's some 66 Plymouth Foxcraft for $200. Here's some Studebaker, $600 for the pair of 36-8 Studebaker skirts. This one here is $16,500. This is a Corvette, and we got a DeSoto here. I'll show you the Corvette real quick. If you want to catch your phone number or anything, there it all is right there. $16,500. That one's a convertible, and here's the 32 DeSoto, 21 grand. Look at the old 1955 inspection on that. Pennsylvania. There's your phone number. It's a 4-door, but one good thing about the Mopars of this age is most of them are framed in steel, unlike a GM car that's full of wood. So they're more like a Ford with a steel body. That's kind of interesting. They put the little dog dish hubcaps on there. I guess they couldn't find the originals. Anyway, cool looking car right there. I've got a few muscle cars in here. We'll check them out. This is American Muscle, they're called. Carlisle Custom and Class. I don't know if you need to contact them. You can see any of those. I don't see prices on them, but you can check out the cars here. This one's got a 426 Hemi in it. Roadrunner. These are all top-notch cars here. Really nice restorations on them. Got a GTO. I can show you their card on there as well. There it is. Mustang. A few Mustangs here. Fastback. Got a convertible there, good looking blue convertible. And we got a Ford pickup here, F100. Long box too. Look at the gloss on that paint job, that thing's really nice. But anyway, if you want to contact them, you've got to open up your checkbook, but you can catch them on that card. There's a Roadrunner fender there, $650. A couple nice Ford truck grills back here. 61, it's 800 and 650 for the other one. All in nice shape. The chrome grills there, early 60s. Just gonna keep walking down the aisle here. Look at the 38 Plymouth grill right there. Looks like an original. Ford wheels and tires here, $650 for a set. Nice Firestones, $670 15s. It's a good deal for a whole set. This guy's got all kinds of Volkswagen stuff. If you're into Volkswagens, the C's and C's of it, you can see his number up on the sign there. Volkswagen car parts and lit. Look at the running boards, bumpers, exhaust parts.
I don't know what I'm talking
Here's the
about.
tail fans here. 200 on that.
You know what
Inner one there. Floor pans, all kinds of stuff. If you're into VW stuff, check them out. There's some more Foxcraft Newell stock fender skirts there. I don't see a price on that pair.
How are you? You know, I mean, hey, interested in brand new.
Kind of a cool Oldsmobile dealership. $20 on that. From Pennsylvania, Temple, Pennsylvania. I got a Mustang convertible here. Get around the other side of it, show you the price and stuff. 67. There it is, 22.5. Don't see a phone number or anything to show you. Good looking Mustang. Cool little camper here too. Not sure if this is the same guy or not, but this one's 7,500. There's a phone number and stuff. Little Scotty Cerro. Little small Scotty. Yeah, this guy's got all kinds of stuff here. Look at all the grill inserts, bucket seats, a lot of Ford stuff mostly. All kinds of little Newell stock parts. Look at the nice Galaxy. I think that's some dash trim there. Really nice. You can't fake Newell stock stuff. That stuff is nicer than anything they'll restore today. It's only new once. Here's a Ranchero Newell stock quarter. Got all kinds of different. Here's some Falcon fenders, I think. Yep, 65 Falcon, 250 on that one. Kinds of glove box doors, horn rings. Looks like we got a couple advanced design Chevy cabs here. That one's all covered up. Maybe they sold it. This one is not covered up, but I don't see a price on it. And we got some Mopar fenders here, looks like. 37.8 Plymouth, 150, your best offer. Front fenders. Jump up here a ways. There's a Monte Carlo. 69.5. Show you the phone number. This is that same place. We went through the whole tent, but there's the information on the Monte Carlo. Got a Chevy pickup up there. C10 long box. Don't see the info. Oh yeah, it is $7,000. It's got a Florida title. But anyway, we'll jump ahead here a ways. Got some toys here. There's all kinds of old toys here. Pressed steel stuff. And from there, we're going to finish this video up. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please give us thumbs up, good comments, subscribe if you haven't already. We really appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next round. Please note also that this is a 3-part series of this swap meet, so we're going to do 2 more parts of it. This was the front field, and we're going to do the infield and the north field. So watch them all if you can. Okay, folks, as promised, we're going to show you what we got here. This is all in the front field. So as we mentioned, this is a 3-part series, and it's going to be the front field, the infield, and the north field. And we'll just show you what we found here. These are all Chevy Newell stock. That one as well. That one's like a 46 Chevy car, and I think there's some 40, 41 era. And this is a Chevy truck, 46 back, under grill pans. Those are all Newell stock, so those are a good find. We got this upper grill bar here for a Chevy car. This is for a 37 Chevy pickup here. This is the upper stainless bar on that. These are, I'm always assembling 36 Ford headlights, so there's some nice clean reflectors for them. These are, I believe, 36 Chevy Master car headlights. They're the same as a truck headlight. You can see the same shape and everything, but they were originally, somebody's put some silver paint on them, but they're originally nickel plated over brass. You can see the brass in there, where the truck ones for 37, 8, 9 are stamped steel. These are some nice driving lights here. These are King B, or no, Fog King, sorry. Fog King, pair of those driving lights with a heavy iron brackets on them. It's a nice pair of 1930s fog lights. We got these two, I just got these to hang on a wall at home. These are 1944 or 5 Illinois, World War II. They're like made out of fiber. They're the license plates, but they're not metal. They're made out of fiber material for the war effort. Got a Pontiac hood ornament here. Let's see if I can reach over here to show you that one. Good looking Pontiac Chief hood ornament. Got some pitting on it, but it's got a good patina to it now. This is kind of a nice Oldsmobile. I think that goes on the grill on an Oldsmobile. We got a 35 or 6 Ford. This is the rear window regulator panel in the glass, and the regulators in there still works for a 35/6 Ford Coupe. I think they fit 3 or 5 window. I got these are the wiper motor cover panels for a Ford truck, 35 or 6. These are 42, I believe, up to 48 Chevy car headlight bezels. We always selling those online. This is a Ford glove or a gas tank door cover for 46, 7, 8. This is an F1 dual wiper motor here. Got the dual electric wipers. A lot of the trucks of that era only had one wiper motor. These are some Ford hood latch panels in the 40s. Another one here. This has got the upper and the lower on that one. Now the big red running boards are 1941 to 6 Chevy or GMC pickup, and they're never used. They're not GM, so they're what they call NORS, New Old Replacement Stock. They're made back in the day and never used, but are not GM boards, but are very nice. And I got this really nice windshield frame here. This will fit a 39 to 46 Chevy or GMC truck. Nice solid one. We got a Ford pickup grill right there. Trying to look at my picture. It looks like it's upside down, but anyway, that one's got the star and the emblem in the middle. This is a Ford windshield frame, 37 to 9 era. Here's a 42, I believe, or a wartime anyway, painted Chevy grill. Nice straight grill. Got some surface rust and a little pitting, but it is a nice straight grill. Still got the upper panel on it. Even got the crank hole cover piece, which is always missing on them. And we got some headlights. I'm guessing those are Oldsmobile or GM headlights, late 30s. Somebody put seal beams in them. These are Ford car hood hinges. They come on like a sheet metal panel. I think maybe 52 to 4, but they're a good item. They're always bent or always missing or rusted out, one of the 3. But anyway, there's all that stuff. So hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next round. Thanks for watching.